We are here in the tower, Thieves Guild Tower, in the hub. Everyone is napping peacefully. We are not on the break screen. I didn't screw it up again. Suki is recovering from a chest wound. Everyone else is fine. And here is the scenery. The scenery that I was supposed to show you all, but we were on the break screen. Have a look around. It's not quite sunrise anymore, but it's still very pretty, and there's a bit more blue in the sky. And as I said before, most games can't do this. Even AAA games, modern games, struggle with the terrain fade and stuff that was pulled off here. It's very great. Okay, so the plan is, yes, we need to get in some time just carrying our gear. So we'll go to Squin and then we'll double back somewhere. We're not all moving at 20 miles per hour yet, so it's not safe to do like hash runs for money, which would be the next step up. So we're still kind of in the early game that way. Yep. And RC Laws says, don't let him fool you. This is just his ritual going to bed declaration, which will accumulate him another 10 viewers. It's true. It's true. That has happened. Okay. But we're healed up enough on that chest injury, and we're just going to move squad leader. Make sure, yeah, everyone is following. That's what's important. Alright. Take everyone on a little run. Yeah, squared is super slow in all that armor. Where do you think you're going? Oh yeah, you're going to glitch out up here, aren't you? As you path and repath, let's go down by the gate. Oh, and you're going to run all the way around. Okay. Let's go down by that gate. There. That'll get everyone together. Okay. But yeah, we just need to put in miles. And do we have food still? We do have a bit of food. Let's pop in the bar here. Grab the cheap foods. That's all of the cheap food they have. Okay. And I see a heavy pole arm, which would be good. Let's take that. So crossbow, polearm, crossbow, polearm, crossbow, polearm. I don't know. Does Hive Prince get the dex bonus? No, just toughness. Okay, so he should stay as a frontliner. Let's give him... so we could buy back the hacker. Wait, that's the one. Yeah, we'll buy that back just so he has something. And squared on the Nodachi. I think dex bonus? Yeah, dex bonus, okay. So let's swap squared over to using crossbow. Trying to kind of keep the numbers of crossbow to not crossbow kind of equal. We'll grab first aid kits. I don't have many, but we'll take all of them. Okay, and let's move on. Make sure everyone is on sprint. Okay. And we're gonna go down to Squid. We might actually venture and play the other side of the map and go out to Admag and stuff in the Sten Desert. But yeah, our slowest characters just pop to walking speed. Let them catch up. We'll pop back to sprinting speed. Akuma says, trying to make a hive worker found in your playthrough into a martial artist without losing any limbs. It's a struggle. Oh yeah. That's probably going to be a save scum related experience. That's going to be rough. Hivers are kind of born to lose limbs, it seems. For whatever reason. But yeah, we're going to keep doing the sprint and then the walk to let them catch up until eventually they are maintaining speed with the group. Oh. Eventually. The important thing is that we don't actually lose anyone on terrain or to attacks, and so on. But I don't think we're in range of being able to, like, kill beak things or anything, so it's bandit grinding for us. for now. We do have 7k. We might be able to afford an armor piece or something. Show them your gear, don't care. No, we're not going anywhere. We're waiting for Squared to catch up to the team. There we go. Everyone's caught up. Now quick, into the armor store before it closes. I remember why I don't like being in Shek territory. The glitches inside stores. Bad guys get stuck in corners and stuff. Okay. Standard, shoddy, bad, okay. 3,000 for good pants. I'm pretty sure he deserves good armor pants. Mercenary plate, 6,000. Oh. Or a plate jacket for 4k. Should be all of our remaining cash. Do it. Okay. Sure, everyone's out. We still have some food. Okay. So we'll play this side of the field for a bit. Can that fit? No. Just seeing. Whoomst, if anyone could maybe their bag in their inventory. No. Here, we'll just give him all of that, and that bag there. Give him that there. To kind of increase our number of combatants that aren't suffering under penalty. It is good to have those penalties for speed to level up, but it also feels worse as you stay effective level lower for longer until you take little fivers off, little training weights off. Okay, let's go out to AdMech. Just as kind of a change of pace, we'll go out there and then back. Partly because we just need athletics and strength EXP. We're just moving around. For training purposes, for our newest members. In fact, for training purposes, we can have those slow newest members pick up the most experienced members. Like so. Suki is only slightly encumbered. But sure. Alright, up onto the plateau. And get everyone some strength EXP. A little faster this way. 34, 41, 50%, okay. Gains, and there, in the distance, I think, yeah, is AdMech. No. Those are bone dogs. Abort. Put everyone down. Can we fight a bone dog? I honestly don't know. We might be able to fight a... Ow. Oh no, that's the bone dog's health going down. I was like, wow, that's a lot of damage. A single slain bone dog will pay, like, 1 bed. Which is probably not enough to justify anything. Okay. Get them. But we're supposed to be animal hunters, theoretically. We have the pole arms. Although not the expensive heavy armor yet that would make this actually safe. Wolf den wiped out. There were only 2 wolves. Nice. Okay. Well, we've had emergent gameplay. What are those guys? Berserkers. Okay. Leg damage. Unconscious as heck. Carry Betten. Carry the unconscious one. Alright. And we have not carrying. Squared is not carrying anything. So promoted to carrying Bone Dog Corpse, and Neko is promoted to carrying Bone Dog Corpse. There. We're all carrying stuff. And we're a step closer to AdMag. Whoa. Oh god. The Berserkers are hostile. I'm not super familiar with what units are what in Shek lands. Yep, Berserkers are hostile. Ow. Squared down. Levianeer down. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Oh, okay. The bag away so they don't take our food. Neko's been demoted from walking first aid kit to sack of potatoes. Yeah. Ooh. Got the stagger on hit. Oh no, a bone dog. Berserkers, you need to kill that bone dog, trust me. Otherwise, it's going to eat us. Yeah, you fight those bone dogs, boys. I'm gonna go medic my group. Lanterns from a nomad group there. Okay. You get him? Nice. Okay, oi, Berserker. Wang! We're not done with you yet. Ow, or you're not done with us yet. Bug Crow was our best armored guy. Oh, they only have heavy weapons, so when they lose their arm, they then have to fight martial arts style. That's hilarious. Ow, we got triple hit. You got me. Hopefully all nearby bone dogs are dead, though, and we'll be fine. Playing dead. Get back up. Take that toughness bonus. Okay, lots of medkits. Alright, let's go see about the goods. Leather and meat. Leather and meat. Oh, that one's been looted. We technically hunted our first game using Berserkers as bait. Good job. Boom. Okay. Too many of us are down, though. But we have Betten, the bedroll carrier. Camping, camp bed, boom, 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 boom. Campfire, because we have one Greenlander. Refuses to eat the uncooked meats. Thought you were an engineer. Oh, you can't, because you don't have the bags on you. There. But, okay, we'll build them manually, I see how it is. Okay, get everyone in those beds. Yeah. Power of automation. Okay. And we'll just cook and heal. It's the good life. Berserkers are really tough, but they won't eat your guys or slave them. They will attack anything that moves around you too. Nice. Good to know. See, it's good. I waited for you to be on stream. Definitely planned. Definitely waited for you to be here in chat, Akuma, before going into the territory, which I know little of, and you know much of. So I could benefit from your expertise. Thank you for your assistance. But yeah, no, I legitimately have never seen... I've played hundreds of hours. I've never encountered a Berserker party that... or maybe I have and just didn't notice. Like, in the late game, it's kind of a blur. It's like, oh, something's attacking me. Oh, my guy has eviscerated them all. Like, you don't pay attention as much, right? But here, it's a little different. I don't come here in the early game very much. How are we healing? Ow, the heat, the damage. Okay. Squared is going to be the first one to heal. Oh, that's a really nice, like... I mean, there's a bunch of trees and stuff, but like, flat place. Base place. That's the thing, is it's always more appealing to me to, like, consider building a base than to actually grind out building one. Because again, in the end, they just kind of produce things and tie up your guys. And it's less time wandering and fighting. I don't know. Base building is a weird feel. It's a very well-designed system within the limitations of the game. But it's always more fun to dream than it is to execute, I would say. XD, you probably know a lot more than you just did a lot of silly stuff because you didn't know anything at the beginning. Hey, I didn't know anything at the beginning either. So I promptly looked up guides on how to power level and stuff. And that only helps you in certain circumstances. But yeah, and there's areas that I don't know anything about. Like I spent most of my gameplay time, like my one big base building run I did in Darkfinger, which is cannibal territory. So I'm very familiar with like this junk up here. I used to spend a lot of time like here, orbiting Gut and Howler's Maze for combat EXP. I've spent more hours than I care to count running drugs from the swamp to Flats Lagoon and back. Done that a lot. But not so much Morn, or the area down here in the bottom left. And I have been to the bottom right of the map only once on a very high statted solo character. So I didn't do everything and see everything, but this is very much land of the endgame. Okay, next person down for healing. We need more bedrolls, honestly. We're gonna be in these situations. 28. I feel like... Oh, you are healing, just slowly, obnoxiously. Okay. Waiting. Board of waiting, waiting, board of waiting, board of waiting. Alright, Benton, back up those bedrolls. And let's move on. Once again, we'll put our newbies in charge of carrying sacks of potato characters. For now, okay. And carry on. Squared is the slowest, yeah, okay. Though I know what that ruin is. That's a good place to find fragment axes, which are not really part of our build plan. Skirt around that to the right. You know Shun, Swamp, Fog Islands, Shek Kingdom, and Border Zone. Spent a lot of time hunting tech north of Fog Islands. Yeah, I do like Mongrel. It's just hard to get everyone into the town alive. Once we're all running at 20 to 25 miles per hour, that'll be different. But we're a long ways away from that yet. So... more training. More training. Until the strength and encumbrance issues here resolve themselves. Should be around strength 35 if Neko is anything to go by. AdMag. What's in AdMag? Nothing that I care about, actually. Just gonna sell leather, buy food, and then turn around, probably. There's no way we're downing beak things with this group yet, so... I guess if... No, there's no way we're gonna make 3k off leather to recruit another guy. Not and buy food. I think we only have like 4 or 5 pieces, 7 pieces of leather. Not enough. Each leather piece sells for 200 something, yeah? Yeah, 201. In this area. Okay, Livionir is getting a little far ahead there, carrying Neko. Get back here. In fact, there is the town wall. Town entrance. There. Okay. You were stuck in Mongol for 2 months in-game. You wanted some people there, but your policy is nobody gets left behind, so you need to be able to catch up in athletics. Yeah, I spent my first run, I ended up, like, stuck there and mining iron, and what I eventually did was just get my guys all in trade backpacks full of iron, and then, ran laps in town until they were all strong enough and fast enough to escape. I think we're putting these people in beds in the Thieves' Tower for reasons. That's okay, characters. You do you. Okay, that's done. Injuries? Ben's kind of injured. Throw him in bed. Okay. Let's take Neko. We don't want to trade or sell our leather to the Thieves Guild because they'll pay us less. So we're going to go over to one of the shops. Get maximal reward. Then we're going to go back over to the Thieves Guild. Find the guy with the backpack. See if he has anything interesting and discounted for us. Which is honestly what I probably should have been doing earlier on in the run, but just to save money and time was to buy from Thieves Guild's peeps. It's not always good. Like, there we go. Mercenary armor. 4 cheaps. You can replace mercenary plate. Bada boom. And then there's just a head wrap. Which I could replace the shoddy faceplates with, and it's probably a slightly upgrade. But yeah, not much else going on here. Drifter's boots, though. How much are those? $298. We can afford those. Bam. And leather shirt? No, we don't have 3,000. Kind of tempted to ditch the backpacks, but we might need the carry space if we fight another giant hawk dust bandits, alright? Alright, up to the top. Oh, camera controls now. I said up to the top. Oh. Because the tower is like on a cliff, it's particularly hard to click on where we need to be. Lock the camera to someone, that'll get us up. Because, like, the camera is actually on a post, like, right here on the middle of the screen. If we back off, we immediately fall down the cliff. And it's sad. Okay. Who needs healing? Honestly, we're pretty good. Crow needs healing. Technically, okay, we'll wait for Levianeer to fully heal. We'll just hang out and watch the sun down. Though, it's kind of foggy here. Point like that way. Not quite as much of a spectacle as the tower in the hub. Like the ninja rags for martial artist guys, they're stylish and you do stealth stuff with them too. Yeah, nice. Yeah, the rags look good, but in the context of keeping our group alive and moving, we're not combat skilled enough to not wear some armor. Later on, when defense is so high that characters are barely ever touched, then we'll move to light armor for some guys. For as long as I keep doing animal hunts, though, in mid-game, we'll at least need the polearm boys to be in heavy armor to survive that stuff. Okay. It's like we're mostly healed, we're waking up, we have food still. Okay. Let's get out of this twisted, torturous town. Everyone rally to that hill. But yeah, not enough cash to pick up a Shek recruit. Would have been nice, maybe, but we have the whole group. Where's Betten? Oh, he's still slow. Okay, everyone over here. Ooh, damage numbers. Over here. These over here. A bone dog. And Caravan guards, okay. You can go over there. You can have bone dog for dinner. Boom, boom. Who are those guys? Shek warriors. There's friends. Okay, Benton is keeping up better than before, at least. So, let's head back towards Squin, and we're just going to go back east across the map, essentially. That is the plan. We may have to stop occasionally to let Benton and Squared's characters catch up. But want to get back out to our usual haunts. Fight more bandits, rob more of our friendly robot for cash. We're starting to hit the point where the armor is about as good as it can get for like purchasing around here. There's not really usually specialist grade armor available. So once we tip up, or once we're topped off on armor, on standard grade armor, it's all going to be pure profit for a while. Let's let Benton catch up. Once it turns to pure profit, we can look at funding purchasing buildings in towns, or, I mean, obviously we could expand the squad. I did say I wanted 12 to 15 people, so that would be another route, another immediate option. Again, in a few more hours of play, once we're all up to standard grade gear. Squared says night. Alright, good night, Squared. Catch you next time. You like the style of the rags, so you said screw it. Use them from the beginning with unsurprising results. It was a long process and the save button was your ally. Yeah, I'm trying to basically avoid save scumming in this run at all, kind of treating it like an Iron Man run just so that there are stakes to the play. But I will reload a save if like a unit gets like stuck on top of something, which has happened to me a lot in AdMag. That's kind of why I avoid the town. There's at least one store where if your unit's spread out, they'll like glitch through a wall and get stuck on a corner. And it's a situation where normally when a unit is stuck, you can use another unit to pick that unit up and it'll pull them out of the pit. But in AdMag, that didn't work. Okay, we're almost to Squin. Where is our slow one? He's trying. Oh, fight. Where? Where and what? Hungry Bandit Leader. Boy, howdy do I. Let's go. Combat. Oh no, squared down. Chop. Chop. Nice. Go, Bug Veneer. Wait, do you still just have a rusty pipe? Yeah. Okay, we're not quite done weapon upgrading. We need to find her something better. Yeah, sword on a stick. Go. Ow. And we also, there's gonna be a bit of expenditure buying everyone shirts. I've been avoiding it, because they're kind of the most expensive component of armor. At least in context to what we can buy right now. 5 to 20k for one, for the good stuff anyway. I think we might actually be winning a battle against Hungry Bandits finally, which is good. We have fought long. God, he's a big bug boy. So tall, so strong. Good hit. Okay. Yeah, we did it. We finally beat Starving Bandits to death. We've done it, everyone. Victory. Got caught stealing. Beat him down. I am taking his sword. That is the plan. Yes. Oh, that's our person. Got a hankering for dried gristle flaps. Alright. Can't not going to spend a ton of time looking for all their corpses. We're going to grab a few. Ditching resources. What? What do you mean ditching resources? What? How about someone picks up squared? For starters. I'm not sure, because I haven't built any kind of storage for anything. Is squared being carried? Okay. It's fine. So I'm not sure where they would be ditching what resources to. I assume... Wait. No, what? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All of you, turn around. No. You don't get to run back toward AdMag to ditch resources for reasons unknown to me. We are not doing whatever that is. We are not. Yay, yeah, you won versus the lowest of low of the game. You were excited when that happened the first time too. Yeah, I mean, we gotta celebrate. Like, even though I've done it before across multiple runs, like, gotta celebrate. Just means the squad is finally kind of starting to succeed. Oh, Benton, what? You got targeted. Oh no! Another hungry bandit. Okay, we're good. Carry on. Guard check. Your gear. Okay, we have some junk we can sell while we're here in Squin. These weapons. Oh man, we can finally have giant first aid kits. Maybe. How much do they run? 280. You can have some. So who has the best toughness? It's Crow at 41. Followed by Legionnaire at 36. And then our main character, Neko, at 34. So we'll just hand out those. Oh, glitchy, 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 glitchy. No, don't go up. Go out. Out. It looks like Squared can walk again. Put her down. Put him down, her down, whatever down. Okay. Let's carry on. Benton is slowly gaining the ability to keep up with the crowd. Okay, but now that we have the big kits, I'm not going to be as worried about that for a while. I know Neko is also carrying a bajillion of the small kits, which I should probably distribute to the Horde. Yeah. But there we go. That's all resolved. Ha. Yeah, now that we can fight starving bandits, that means we work our way up. Dust bandits. After dust bandits come, I don't know, beak things and bone dogs, probably. Hello, bad guys. Hey, I want your whole group. Since we can fight starving bandits... Ooh, wandering assassin. Help him take the high ground with our crossbow. Or just get into a fight. In close, that's fine. Yeah, tear him up. Yeah, now that we can do this, we can easily make pocket change. Range those. These are worth like 50 apiece. Just grab the ones we can see, easily click on. This will also be part of Benton's strength training. Okay, and don't put that in your inventory to equip. That's a bad idea. Alright. Swing up to the hub to sell off the goods. It's kind of the nice thing about once you can beat one enemy type, you can then take their stuff, and that becomes cash. That gameplay loop just feels better and better the longer you go on a save file. Okay, and we'll watch Benton, because he's the one at most risk. He also doesn't have a robotics kit. We need to fix that real fast. Kinda needs one, because he has the prosthetic. Okay. Main character back toward hub, everyone else follows. You got a base north of Squin, and that happens to you too. Sometimes during trade runs, guys wants to go ditch resources to the other side of the map. Yeah, no, the automation is not perfect. What are we fighting now? Holy no, why? Why are we fighting escaped servants? In my past few runs, they've aggroed me, and in all of my couple hours of previous runs, the Holy Nation Outlaws were never hostile to me. I don't know what I've done in both runs to make them unhappy, but I will chop them up regardless. Especially now that we can win fights. Okay, yes, and Neko has turned around to go help after having reached her destination. And for a moment there, we were running above the world. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're good. That's more little metal sticks for us to collect. Oh, Betten is super injured, super slow. Arm in ragdoll state. It's fine. I do like the color of their rags. I like the orange, or the beige, or whatever that is. Brown? Gyro? It's okay. Grab all those. That's just our blood on the ground. Okay. Okay, someone's grabbed him. Very good. Onward to the hub. Yeah, things can finally begin moving. Wait, what do you mean welcome to slavery? Nope, everyone keep running. Nope, Betten, do not engage. Slavers, do not engage. Don't you dare. Okay, that's most of the squad. Okay, I think we're good. The other problem with getting enslaved is it messes with your character's AI forevermore until you do a game import. Agents of Darkness, what? Is it because we have skeleton limbs? Is that why they hate us? Okay, we've got everyone in. Except Betten. Who, now that we're all together, I think we're fine. I don't think we're being chased by Slaver or anything, so let's run the squad to the bar, sell our metal, and go from there. Or our metal is in our scavenged weapons and stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's all of that done. Buy some more little meat steaks. Arrange that. We still are good on crossbow bolts. Suki has 4 stacks, which should be enough. And we haven't really made anything in the way of money by doing what we just did. On the one hand, we should probably heal. On the other hand, profits. Oh, shit. No. No. What are we fighting? What did you aggro? Oh, the Holy Nation slaves. Okay. I'd really... Oh, okay. I'd really rather we didn't... Hate everything. Trying to, like, think a way out of this. Does it involve character loss? I don't have one. To the tower. Avanti. Oh, wait. Oh, the ninjas. Or the bar guards. I didn't think they would help. Okay. Need to grab my downed guy. Is that everyone in the group? Okay. Everyone hold right here in the corner. And we fight it out while the bodyguards just, like, stand around and derp. God. Okay. That almost ended catastrophically. Wait. You guys are on hold. What are you doing? Unhold? Was that it? Can we take their stuff now? Yes, we can. Okay, that doesn't really sell for much. 100, 31, 43. Oh, that's all abysmal. The iron clubs and the armor are actually their best-selling items. Sucks. Slavers are kind of like scav raiders, where they just don't have much of anything of value. Okay. Back inside. Sell off our small bit of ill-gotten gains. So there you go, you even got to see me panic a little bit. That doesn't normally happen in Kenshi. Normally, I know what I'm doing, and I have a plan. I think, yeah, that's all of our loot sold. Still, not a lot of profit. But now that we're dealing with injured, let's go to the tower. And lay down. Never had them... Oh yeah, the Holy Nation Outlaws. Akuma says, never had them be hostile to me. What did you do to them? I don't know. Could be the skeleton parts or the Hiver people. Yes, that is possible. Who thinks that ex-slaves of the Empire would hate the Empire way, the Holy Nation ways? Yeah. No, if you talk to the Flotsam... Is it the Flotsam Ninjas? They still actually have a lot of, Holy Nation-related, like, stuff in their dialogue. They're just like, yeah, we still follow Okran stuff, but we don't do it the way the Holy Nation does. We're more egalitarian? More relaxed? I don't know. One of those words. So, there's that. So the Outlaws may still hate and fear all of the same things, they just don't like the system the Holy Nation runs under. But again, I'm just guessing on lore there. Just my interpretation. Okay, so we have some healing to do, and we're safe. Both of those things are important. And my timer went off for either take a break or close this down. And I think, it being 2 a.m. and me having streamed for 2 minutes and 6 hours, I think it's a good time to stop.